everyone, and welcome to our first session for the DIVE Philippines webinar series, hosted by the Department of Tourism of the Philippines and ADEX. We have a very exciting topic for our first session. We are going to be talking about Anilao. Anilao is a very special place for scuba divers because it is not only very convenient to reach from the main city of the Philippines, which is Manila, but also it's one of the photographers' favorite place because of its various dive sites, which include wide-angle photography. It includes macro photography, and recently, very good for blackwater as well. But before we begin, we have a special message from the Department of Tourism. May I welcome a video from Director Michael Palispis, the Regional Director of the Department of Tourism, Region 4, CALABARZON. He has a video message for us, so stay tuned.
Good morning. Thank you for this opportunity to present the tourism situation of CALABARZON. For starter, where's CALABARZON? CALABARZON region is composed provinces of Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. We have major gateways, the Ninoy Aquino International Airport and the Batangas International Port. We have three initiatives to develop and market the tourism product of the region. Number one, to promote positive image and ensure the safety and security of tourists. Number two, full support for emerging tourist products, such as farm tourism sites, ecotourism sites, culinary centers, educational tourism. And lastly, to develop tourism circuits and travel bubbles, looping cluster municipalities and connecting travels to cluster provinces. CALABARZON remains to be the top contributor of same-day visitor arrivals. In 2019, we posted 61 million arrivals. So what is our major strength? The diversity of our assets account for our revenue generation and number one position in domestic visitor inflow. Major reasons for visiting the region are heritage and historical sites, hot springs, beach holidays, diving, trekking and mountaineering, health and wellness, pilgrimage and faith tourism, cuisine and delicacies, farm tourism, ecotourism. Number two, we are market for mice, and golf enthusiasts are increasing in number. Number three, our closeness to Metro Manila, which accounts for 65% of our visitors' arrival. Number four, and our advanced stage of infrastructure, linkages, and accessibility. Our top markets are tourists from Korea, Japan, China, Indonesia, India, and Malaysia. For our tourism products, we have five major tourism products. These are sports and adventure, culture and the arts, faith and pilgrimage, farm and ecotourism, sun and beach destinations. For Cavite, the key tourism products are history and culture and the arts, health and wellness, sports and adventure. For Laguna, key tourism products are culture and the arts, farm and ecotourism, sports and adventure. For Batangas, the key tourism products are sun and beach, ecotourism and wellness, as well as sports and adventure. For Rizal, key tourism products are culture and the arts, ecotourism, and sports and leisure. For Quezon, the key tourism products are faith and pilgrimage, nature and ecotourism, culture and the arts. Our priority tourism circuits under the Green Corridor Initiative of CALABARZON are: number one, the Metro Tagaytay Tourism Circuit. which includes the city of Tagaytay, Maragondon, Silang, and Alfonso. For Laguna, the Buhay Laguna Tourism Circuit, San Pablo City, Rizal, Nagcarlan, and Liliu. For our Bayside Tourism Circuit in Batangas, the Sugbu, Calatagan, Taal, and San Juan. For the province of Rizal, the city of Antipolo, Angono, Taytay, and Cainta. And lastly, for Quezon, the Reina Tourism Circuit, include the municipalities of Real, Infanta, and General Nakar. Let me give you a quick situationer of Anilao. Well, Anilao is more or less 2 hours drive from Metro Manila. And for tourism in Mabini, it was affected by the Taal volcano eruption in January of 2020. Then in February, the earthquake that hit the province of Batangas. March, COVID-19 pandemic. In July, Mabini reopens some of its tourist establishments and destinations. But in September, it is shut down by IATF. And finally, in October, Mabini officially reopens. For the tourist arrival in 2016, they posted 417,082 arrivals. But come 2020, the first quarter, they only posted 13,074. And from July to September, they posted 1,401 arrivals. The measures that was taken at Anilao during the reopening, so the regular disinfection of resorts, information campaign, checkpoints, and to give you a more detailed underwater spectacle of Anilao, let's watch the video.
Ang Mabini Underwater po, or the Anilao Underwater, is part of the Verde Island Passage, which is internationally known as the center of marine biodiversity.
I am Noel Basit Luistro, the incumbent mayor of Municipality of Mabini, Province of Batangas. We have Anilao here in this municipality, and I'm going to invite you all to visit and see the experience of what is Anilao. Ganap ko rin yung sinasabi sa inyo, nabigyan nyo ng pagkakataon, foreign and local tourists na bisitahin ang kagandahan ng Anilao sa bayan ng Mabini.
This is the home of the most number of marine species. And no wonder, madami tayong turista, not only locals, but even foreign nationals coming from any part of the world. The distance from Anilao to Manila is estimated to be around 2 hours drive.
Sa mga taong hindi po nakakapunta ng Anilao, ganap ko kayong iniimbita, personal, at tulungan ninyo kami na ipakilala sa mundo ang kagandahan ng Anilao.
I really wish to encourage all tourists from around the world. Please visit Anilao Underwater and you will experience the true colorful experience of the underwater.
Welcome here sa bayan ng Mabini. Welcome sa matatag at tahimik na bayan ng probinsya ng lalawigan ng Batangas. Anilao po lamang yan at sa Mabini lang nyo matatagpuan. Marami po salamat.
Thank you.
Wow, that was such an amazing video and presentation. I hope all of you learned a little more about not only Anilao and Mabini, but also CALABARZON and what we have to hold and what you guys can visit as well. Let me remind you, if you have any questions, we have a Q&A later, so you can bring up anything you want. But without further ado, we are going to move on and actually hear from one of the resorts in Anilao. May I welcome two ladies from Casa, Escondida, Anilao Resort and Dive Center. We have Miss Eloisa and Miss Allaine. So please, take the screen.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Me and Allaine are glad to be part of this Dive Philippines business-to-business product presentation. Anilao is the birthplace of scuba diving in the Philippines. The Anilao diving scene is dominated by its world-class mock divers, wide array of rare critters, and unique blackwater diving experience. Anilao also is near in Verde Island, which is the passage of all marine biodiversity. That is why Casa Escondida is situated in Anilao. Casa Escondida Anilao Resort and Dive Center started on June 2016 and owned and operated by Armando Vergara, a diving instructor itself, and Andrew O. Casa Escondida has a function room that can accommodate 25 persons following safety protocols. Gym is available for fitness enthusiasts. Dining deck is perfect for sunset viewing. Lounge area welcomes every guest. Swimming pool is designed both for leisure and training from 4 feet to 12 feet. Its size is 40 feet and 20 feet wide. Each of our 24 guest rooms is furnished with air conditioning, cable TV, and bathroom amenities. Has 4 suite rooms, 4 deluxe rooms, 16 standard rooms, 4 dorm rooms. For the resort activities, you can do snorkeling, kayaking, biking, hiking, and we also offer Discover Scuba Diving as well as open water courses. From Casa Escondida, you have access to over 40 of Anilao's breathtaking diving destinations, with more being discovered every day. Nearby dive sites that can easily reach by boat include Cathedral, Wala, and Eagle Point. Other popular dive sites in the vicinity include Mainit, Saddle, Bahura, Darilaot, Beatriz, Sombrero Island, Twin Rocks, Ligpu, and Dive and Trek. Dive shop is equipped with shower room and locker for the convenience of everyday tripper. Camera room is available also for underwater photographer. There's always a space for your gear at the equipment rack. Dive Center also has locker room, which is fully air conditioned and comes with private toilets and shower areas. For the security and convenience of everyday trippers, each locker room also comes with 48 secure lockers for your belongings.
Equipment rental, we offer a wide variety of scuba diving gear for rent, from wetsuits, regulators, and BCDs to masks, hoodies, gloves, and fins. Snorkelers may also rent masks, snorkels, and life jackets.
Compressor room. For the compressor, we have our very own compressor facility for both air and nitrox tanks. Our compressor room is managed by our friendly and trained staff.
We also have the charging ports. Our dive center is outfitted with safe and dry ports for charging and tinkering with your underwater cameras and other equipment.
We also offer boat rental, which is in-house outrigger boats, or the so-called banca, may be rented to take you to different dive sites for diving, snorkeling, or island hopping.
Casa Escondida also is compliant with the minimum public health and safety guidelines. We have body temperature check before entering the building. Entrance is provided with the mat, sanitizing mat, and alcohol. Display of health and safety reminders are visible. Floor markers are visible with acrylic shield at the reception.
We do self-check-in using our QR code. There are emergency contact numbers available. All staff are also wearing PPEs. Rooms are disinfected before guests check in. Sanitation kits are also provided. There are trash bins for used PPEs, and room disinfection is being practiced. We use UV light machine for room disinfection and contamination.
We also have proper hygienist practice in the kitchen and staff. Hand wash area are available. Kitchen surfaces are properly cleaned and sanitized after use. We also have contactless thermal scanner and alcohol. Menu is displayed in the flat TV screen. Sanitation of common areas are being practiced.
Housekeeping staff sanitize high point touch area. We also have isolation room for the guests that will show symptoms of the virus. Emergency contact number of the Barangay Health Emergency Response Team or BERT is available for coordination. And there are monitor sensor trash can. For the dive shop's safety measures, there's disinfection of the diving bag, which is required before bringing to the dive shop. Divers are encouraged to assemble and disassemble their own dive gear. Sea staff will carry tanks to the boat after disinfecting. Disinfection after each dive is recommended, and always listen to dive briefings to follow safety protocols of your dive center.
Certified dive instructors are welcome to hold lessons, training, and certification workshops at Casa Escondida.
For the security services, there are 48 CCTV security cameras, 24-hour security service, standby generator unit, which is available in case of power interruption. So there's no power interruption in Casa Escondida. Also, fire equipment and facilities are installed in strategic location. At this time, we are on process of installing the fire suppression, automated fire suppression.
Also, we have a high-speed internet connection, free unlimited Wi-Fi access for every guest. So our Wi-Fi is also on QR code, right?
Yes. In Casa Escondida, there's always a connection. And for the self-registration, we do use a QR code. So that's basically contactless upon registration or self-check-in. We are lucky that we have renewed our accreditation from PCSSD, and our very own director, regional director Mike Palispis has visited and give our certification. Our compressor area or compressor has also tested and passed maximum last November 2020.
Also, Casa Escondida welcomes Department of Tourism Secretary Bernadette Puyat with DOT Regional Director Michael Palispis, PCSSD Suen Seryoso, and other DOT officers and Armabini Tourism Officer last December 2020.
We also get a chance to be featured in CNN. This was held last September 20th. We will play a video for you.
Sorry, Miss Eloisa and Miss Allaine, we are not looking at your video. We are not watching your video now. You need to off your screen.
Our video.
And the video screen, yes, correct. We are not watching your video here. Have you got your video open up already, the file?
Perhaps close PowerPoint first. Yes, there you go.
And then you share your video file, yes. Yep, all good. There's no sound.
Perhaps, are we going to try to replay the video?
All right.
All right.
Maybe we try one more time.
Okay, okay.
There's no sound.
I think you have to select also
There's
share
no sound.
computer sound.
Ano yun?
Up. You can select share computer sound with using the share screen button also, I think.
Yeah. Yes, bring up the volume.
Hindi ko siya makita. Hindi, kailangan daw ng share ng ano.
Bring up the volume all the way to the max. Yeah. Try bringing it up all the way.
There's no sound. Are you
No.
seeing the video or no sound at all?
We're looking at the video, but there's no sound.
Stop share mo muna. Sayang. Pagkalitin na lang natin. Ayun. Ayun. Can you hear?
No, we cannot hear the sound.
Transfer na lang
Okay,
natin.
okay. I'll have him okay.
We will send it to France, the video.
Sure, no problem. Okay, I will play it after I receive it. Okay, we will proceed first. Thank you very much.
Yes, you can stop your screen share. Thank you very much from the representatives of Casa Escondida. I've actually been there a few times. I really enjoyed my stay. I must say the internet connection for those who need to work remotely is very good. And you know, a little bonus was we even had Korean barbecue at one night. So it's a very exciting place. So thank you very much for sharing. Now, another exciting place that I'd like to share, I would actually be visiting there again in a week or two. Am I right, Fern? And I've been visiting ever since Anilao again opened up since the lockdown. And the location of our next guest speaker is a very beautiful place. And just to share, they've newly renovated the facilities and they still are continuing to add more facilities. So it's a very exciting place that we'd like to learn about. So Pern, please take the stage.
Thank you, Vani, and looking forward to have you back soon again. So greetings from Anilao, Mabini, Batangas. I am Pernilla, the General Manager of Solitude Acacia Resort. As you can see behind me, I'm actually sitting on our sun deck right now. Formerly known as Acacia Resort and Dive Center, we did a full renovation in the middle of 2019 and opened up for domestic travelers last October. So it's been very excited to finally open up and share this beautiful resort with everyone. But while Solitude Acacia is one of the newest, or yeah, you can say newest resort in Anilao right now, it's quite new people. So the resort, but while Solitude Acacia is new to the people, behind it has many years of experience in diving resorts and operations, not only in the Philippines, but around the world. So what do we guys have to offer you? We have total of 25 rooms in 3 different categories: Seaview Suite, Seaview Deluxe, and Deluxe rooms. You can see here on the slide. So this is our pool area. And if you show the other slide, you can see some more photos of the resort. In our rooms, we have all the rooms are equipped with aircon, cable TV, and mini bars. Our restaurant, which serves a full a la carte menu with local, international dishes. We also do vegan and vegetarian food, all prepared by our well-trained chefs. We have both air-conditioned dining and alfresco dining. We also have a fully equipped dive center that offers PADI Discover Scuba Diving, open water courses, and all the way up to dive master courses. All our rental gears are brand new, and we also have a membrane compressor. Our camera room is every underwater photographer's dream because we have individual stations with many charging sockets. We also have a camera lounge that is just next to the camera room where you can edit your photos. This is also a perfect place for doing presentations and watch your photos on a big screen and share it with your fellow photographers. And our already famous dive bar, where Vani has been before, is located on top of our dive center. And this is the perfect place to enjoy a really good cocktail while watching the sunset, one of the fantastic sunsets in Anilao. We also serve a wide range of wine and local beers. And you can also eat some amazing bar snacks there if you are hungry after your dives. While Anilao is known for, as they said, the other speakers, is known for the macro capital of the Philippines. And we have fantastic wide angle photography opportunities here also in Verde Island, but also very close to us in Sombrero Island. We also offer blackwater diving and snorkeling, free diving, island hopping. And also one thing about Anilao that many people actually don't know about or think about is Mount Gulligan Baboy, where it's actually a mountain situation just behind us and behind the resort. You can hike up the mountain. It will take around 1 hour, and it's the perfect place to watch sunset, and you have a 360-degree view over Batangas City, Mabini Town, and also in front of our resort, Tingloy Islands. And this place is also perfect for stargazing. So if you like stargazing or into star photography, you can actually drive up there also if you don't want to hike. The drive is about 30 minutes. And it's a very special place to visit while you're in Anilao and you're not diving. If you want to know more information about Solitude Acacia Resort, please visit our website, solitude.world, our Facebook page, Solitude Acacia Resort, or our Instagram, solitude.acacia, where we update and post photos almost every day. So if you want to have an insight of the resort, please visit us there. And I really hope that we will see you in Anilao and in Solitude Acacia when possible. And now we're gonna play a video about the resort so you can see more how it looks like here. So please play the video. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I give the mic back to Vani.
Thank you very much, Fern. We really enjoyed that presentation, and I must say, I have visited the dive bar, and it's really, truly amazing. One of the times I was there, they actually brought Asia's best bartender to kind of make new drinks and menu for the resort, and all those small details really matter. So again, thank you, Fern, and I can't wait to see you very soon when I go get to visit Anilao again. So I have actually a few questions. For the guests who have more questions, feel free to type it up here in our Q&A, but let me proceed with one of the questions that have already been asked. Let me start with Pern, if you can take this question. Do you have cave diving there within 40 meters? And do you provide dive guide for cave diving?
Good question. There is one cave, right? What is it called? Mapating Cave. Have you been there, Vani?
I want to. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, I've heard many people going there. I haven't been there actually myself yet. So I will have to research a bit more who is the one, because for sure there is dive guides that can bring our guests there. We just need to find who is the one actually doing it. So for sure it will not be a problem. But that's the only cave I heard about in Anilao.
Okay, yes. Perhaps we can invite our guests, if they would like to explore and they are cave divers, to also explore the area, because maybe we can even find more caves.
Yeah.
Before then, I would like to check if the video of Casa Escondida is available already. Maybe we can have that really quickly before we continue with the questions.
I apologize, I have not received the email yet. Most probably they are taking some time to upload it. So.
The file is too big. We're not able to send it.
I see. Okay. Do you want to try it again? Remember to screen share and then click onto the two small little button below and share the sound. So we try once more.
All right.
Then.
Sharing that. Sharing.
I think you can hear the sound now, but the video isn't appearing on the screen.
Can you hear na po?
No, we cannot see anything.
You have to change the screen that you're sharing.
Hi, Eloisa. You guys are not sharing the video. We are looking at your PowerPoint folders now. I think that's okay. Perhaps after the webinar session, you guys can send it over to us again, and then we will actually disseminate out to the rest of the attendees that is actually here. We can actually send it over to them if they are interested. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. Vanessa, over to you for the Q&A session. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. And yes, we'll just be sending the video to everyone after this presentation. Now, may I ask a question to the lovely ladies of Casa Escondida? For those who want to travel over there locally from Manila or from different places of the Philippines, what are the requirements that we need to prepare for?
First, the requirement is a swab test, swab or antigen test, which is valid for 72 hours. And we have a testing center available at San Francisco Checkpoint, also in Mabini Community Hospital, and the newest is in Chedrick Laboratory, which is found at Bawan, Batangas, beside Metrobank Bawan, in front of Dr. Mario Bihasa Hospital.
Are there any other requirements? Sorry?
Also, kids 10 years old and below are exempted of the swab test. We also provide booking confirmation that they can present at the checkpoint along with the swab or antigen test result.
Okay, I have a question. Thank you very much. I have a question for Pern. From your end, what are the requirements that are required to go into making a booking for your resort? Also, if it's somebody who will be flying in from a different country?
When it comes to local travelers now, it's the same for all the resorts here. You need an antigen test or a swab test and a booking confirmation. To be able to make a reservation right now, first of all, you need to contact us and we need to check availability. And then we need a deposit, 50% deposit to confirm the rooms. And after that, we will send the booking confirmation. And that confirmation is the one you will show at the checkpoint to be able to pass the checkpoint. So you cannot just go to Anilao right now without having a reservation. Everything needs to be pre-booked, and we won't accept anyone going into the resort without a negative test.
Okay. Thank you.
For international travelers, it's not really possible at this moment. So when the borders open, we will have to see actually what the airlines is requiring and how they will be able to enter and what they need, if they need quarantine or if they just need a test when they arrive. It's still unclear, and we don't know when this is going to change really.
Okay, thank you for that information. And I think it's very good to know for the guests, because we have a various range of guests, some of them from the Philippines and some of them from abroad. So at least they're on standby and they know what it's required locally, and we'll wait and see what will happen internationally. Now, for both questions, maybe we can start with Casa Escondida. Can you please tell us, do you still offer buffet items and other food services, or how do you do this for the guests?
All right. Is it for meals?
Yes. They're all included in the rate as well, right?
Yes, our accommodation includes full board meals. That's 5 meals. Lunch, dinner, lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, breakfast, and lunch if you're an overnight stay. The meals are buffet, but since buffet style is not allowed at this time, we will the dining staff serve this the food per table.
Okay, and thank you for the information. And Pern, for Solitude, is it the same that the food is included in your packages and rates?
Yes, correct. For our packages, it starts at lunch, and so lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, and breakfast. So if it starts at lunch, and then on your checkout day, it ends at breakfast. And our meals is not buffet at all. Everything is served plated. So in our meal package for lunch, it's 1 starter, 1 soup or salad, 1 main course, and 1 dessert. So everything is plated per person.
Okay, that is amazing to know, especially now that, people are still adjusting to the new normal and how things are going. And, a lot of the people who will be visiting haven't gone diving in maybe a year and everything. So these are small things that, really make a difference now. My next question is, what is the advice you give for those who have never tried to go scuba diving, but, it will be their first time? And I want to hear from both resorts on what tips and tricks you'd like to tell them, or how to come about to book with you guys in terms of having these classes. Sorry, let's start with Casa Escondida once again.
I think for beginner diver or those interested to do scuba diving at the first time, as long as you're comfortable with water, you can do that. Because I myself, I tried scuba diving. I'm an open water scuba diver, but unfortunately for 10 years now, I didn't do diving. So I guess I need to do refresher training. So as long as you're comfortable with water, you can do scuba diving. It's not necessary that you're a good swimmer, but as long as you're interested and comfortable with water, you can do it.
Okay, thank you for that. How about you, Pern?
I would say the same thing. Discover Scuba Dive is almost for everyone. It's really an opportunity to see the ocean in a very different way. If you go snorkeling, you see it only from above. When you do Discover Scuba Dive, you get close to the animals and it's really a once in a lifetime experience. Even if you're not going to do the full course or like have passion for the ocean or diving, I think discover scuba diving is something that everybody should tick off their list to do, because when you actually go in the ocean and you see it, then you will realize that you want more. And we actually offers bubble maker classes also. That's been very popular since October last year. So even kids 8 to 10 years old can do a bubble maker class in the pool. So it's a session with the instructor first, and then you go in the pool and try breathing from the regulator, and then you can go on a very shallow reef dive in front of the resort. So it's really for everyone. You can start from 8 and you can be a senior citizen. You can, any age is really possible to try diving. And many guests of ours are say they're scared of water or they don't want to swim or not good swimmers, but you will get so much out of it, and the instructors will really help you to accomplish diving in the ocean. It's really as an instructor myself also, it's really the best thing is to do discover scuba dive, because everyone is so excited about it. I'm pretty sure you feel the same, Manny.
No, I completely agree. And you know what I noticed? Because of the pandemic, I've been seeing more people who said that they would never go scuba diving have become more open into doing adventures. And that's why I think it's very important that you guys offer intro diving or discovery diving and these bubble maker events, because I think because of what everyone has been going through during the pandemic, they're being more open-minded. And it's nice that you guys offer these things. I have a question. During COVID, especially those who live within Metro Manila or nearby, how could they take the course now? Is there a way that they could take the course online, the lecture first, and then maybe how many days would it take to stay in the pool session with you and in the open water? Maybe you can tell our guests about.
Yeah, so if they would do a PADI open water course e-learning, we will send them all the materials to them, to their email, so they can actually do all the studying at home. And then when they arrive in the resort, they will do the 5 pool sessions and 4 open water dives in the ocean. So it will fast track the course when you actually in the resort, because you don't want to waste your holiday in a classroom, right? You want to go out diving when you actually here. So, and it's better that you actually do the e-learning at home so you can do it in your own pace, and it's safer also because everything will be done when you're here, and then you can actually just straight go diving. So that is what we do with all our courses right now, that they study at home.
That's so
they come here for the fun stuff.
Okay, the fun stuff, that's what everyone likes. Around how many days would you suggest that this would take for those
So it really depends on the student and how fast they learn, but usually we would say 2.5 to 3 days.
Okay, that's perfect. Perfect for everyone watching. If you want to start or plan, you can instead work from Anilao and do your online courses and finally become a scuba diver in just 2 to 3 days. Okay, the other thing about Anilao, and I would like maybe Pern and the girls from Casa Escondida to share more, is it really ranges wherein divers can start out and train as open water or beginners, or even just try an intro diving and take each and every course there, from being advanced to rescue, even move on to becoming a dive professional like a dive master or a dive instructor, because Anilao has various dive sites, different depths. They have a range of current, a range of very different landscapes, and it's perfect for anyone who wants to train. Do you agree, Pern?
Yes, super agree. We have wrecks, we have current, we have reefs, we have macro dives, we have great night diving. So you can really do so many different type of diving here. Many people think that Anilao, especially international travelers, think that Anilao is only for macro, but I'm actually so impressed about the wide angle and the big fish you can see here also. I was out diving yesterday, and the reef is in fantastic conditions, and the visibility was really good. So it's really for any diver. Anilao is really for any diver.
Okay, so to our guests, we actually have our last 10 minutes. If any of you have more questions, please feel free to type. If not, I will continue to interview our speakers. So from Casa Escondida, could you tell us more about the courses that you guys offer and the instructors you have on board, if ever?
All right. Casa Escondida is a dive firm affiliated and 5-star IDC. We have in-house instructors, the owners himself, Mr. Dong Vergara, Andrew O, Vince Martinez, and our attorney March, which is also an in-house to our neighbor, who are available at anyone's convenience. Also, we are environmentally conscious. We always participate on yearly coastal cleanup.
So we offer dive courses like open water scuba diver, advanced open water scuba diver, emergency first response, rescue diver, master scuba diver, dive master, and DSD leader, assistant instructor, right, Miss Eloisa?
Yes, and we also, there's specialty courses like enriched air diver, deep diver, and EFR instructor. We also teach those who wanted to be an instructor.
Perfect, thank you. Now I have a question, either of you can answer. Does any of you offer tech diving or side mount in any of those advanced classes?
We offer side mount and also twin tanks. We will also be offering within this year or half of this year. We will also be offering not tech courses, the helium, and we also conduct GUE classes.
Okay, that's very interesting. Could you share with us the different dive agencies that you can certify?
So for us, when it comes to instructors and agency that we use, it's actually we have a big range of different instructors that is helping us and working for the resort when needed. So for example, if we have people that wants to do GUE tech classes, we have an instructor for that. If they want to do PADI classes, we have an instructor for that. So it really depends what the guest wants.
Perfect, thank you so much. So again, if any of you want to do any scuba diving classes, whether advanced, professional, or beginner, feel free to reach out to the two representatives here from the different facilities in Anilao, and they can definitely connect you to the instructors that you need. Now, another question for both of you. I know right now it's really hard to get some family vacations in, so when there is an opportunity to dive, people may be bringing their family members who do not go scuba diving. Do any of you offer tours or any activities that that other members of the family can enjoy while the other members of the family go scuba diving?
Yeah, actually, since October, we have had a lot of non-divers in the resort, which has been super fun also. And many of them are doing Discover Scuba Dive, even if they didn't think that they would, like you said, try diving. So many people have done Discover Scuba Dive. We also do island hopping. Right now, there's only one island that is open, which is Sombrero, which is a very beautiful island, only 20 minutes from here, where you can go snorkeling and also just relax on the island. Hopefully soon, Tingloy will open again. Why Tingloy is closed is because they want to keep the people living there safe. So you can also do sunset cruises. So we can bring out the boat during sunset. And if you want to bring some snacks or a few beers on the boat, we can do that also. Snorkeling in front of our resorts, both Casa and, because we are just neighbors, right? It's actually very good. And sometimes we have turtles there, and it's a perfect place to also do free diving.
Sometimes there's dolphins
also, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And as I mentioned before, Mount Gulligan Baboy is really a perfect place to do something different than just diving. So you can either hike there or you can take your car and actually drive all the way up. It's super beautiful, and if you go to Anilao, I think it's a must experience actually.
Thank you very much. And I hope our guests took note of that and is already planning their next vacation or the next long weekend to Anilao. We only have about 4 minutes left, but I have a question to both of you, and perhaps Casa Escondida can start. The question is from our friend Dewey from Indonesia. Hello, Dewey. So we have scratched a lot of the surfaces about scuba diving. Now, the question is, when is the best time for scuba diving in Anilao? And when is the best time for low season to enjoy the island? And other than that, the third question is, do you have a shuttle service from the airport to your resort to make it convenient for the international guests that hopefully can start arriving very soon? So we can start with Casa Escondida.
I think I'm not sure about the best time, but since summer is from March, April, May, I think that's the best weather that we have here at in generally in the Philippines.
The better diving season is.
And do you?
And we also offer shuttle service from airport to the resort or anywhere from Manila to the resort.
Okay, that's perfect. That of course we'll be waiting for more updates also regarding how international travel will be, the restrictions or the requirements that are needed to get into Anilao once it's international travel. So stay tuned. But also, can you share with us what's the best time to just your lowest season where do you have rainy season or does it become habagat or amihan, or I mean the wind in your area?
Maybe the better diving season is considered to be October through to March.
Okay.
Amihan, like January and February. Right now, the climate is gloomy or it's amihan. So the weather or the water temperature is colder at this time. But we still have divers right now.
Of course. It's actually good all year round. It's just that the temperature kind of changes. As they mentioned, in the summer, starting March is still a little bit cold, but it starts heating up. And April, May, June, it's the perfect rash guard kind of diving. And as the burn months come, you start putting on some layers. And I think the coldest, as mentioned, would be on January and Feb that we're experiencing now. But the Philippines is very good. And all you have to do is add a bit of layers. So maybe we can hear from Pern about what you recommend would be the best time for international visitors to visit you guys there at Solitude Acacia.
If you really want sunny weather and really good diving, you should visit between February and May. I think if you want really warm weather, like for European people, they want sunny, they want to have a tan, they want hot, the water should be warm. Then it starts around March, and then it's actually the weather is actually good until October when rainy season starts or typhoon season, where it can be more windy and it can be a bit harder to get out on the boat. But 99% of the days of the year you can actually go diving in Anilao, because even if it's very windy, we have two different sides, right? So you can dive in front of the resort, this area, or you go to Mainit area and you can dive there. So it's always one side that is good. If you are into critters and very unique critters or things you want to see, it's actually the colder the water is, the better. So then it will be December, January, and February that you would want to come. And I would guess for Blackwater, it's also very good when it's cold. What do you say, Vani?
Yes, I agree. And those who are interested in Blackwater, this time is actually good. So hopefully we can see you in Anilao in the next few weekends. Okay, so everyone, I'd like to thank our speakers and all the guests who've come and taken time to get to know Anilao, and of course the speakers who shared more. If you have any more questions, you can reach out to ADEX, DOT, or book with our three beautiful speakers here. And yes, thank you very much, everyone. And I'd just like to remind you that for those who would like to learn more about the different locations in the Philippines, we have another session later at 1 p.m. We'll be focusing on Mual Bual and Mactan. So please stay tuned and we hope to see you later. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.